Okay, yesterday we discussed sixth one, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Somebody asked out about seventh one. I said that is also related to cubic equation only. Let us see. Okay, seventh one, two things are important. One is A into adjoint A. What is the formula for A into adjoint A? Anybody? Then when you simplify A into adjoint A, what will come? Yeah, you will get det of A into I, identity matrix. That is, you will get det A 0, 0, 0, det A 0, 0, 0, det A. That's how we got a formula for A inverse as 1 by det A into adjoint A. Now, what to see how to find det A, that's all. Okay. So let us see what is det A. Alpha 3 2 1 beta 4 2 2 gamma. Okay. So they wanted A into adjoint A, that is det A into identity matrix, that is det A 0 0 0 det A 0 0 0 det A. How to find det A? Simply expand this alpha into beta gamma minus 8 minus 3 into gamma minus 8 plus 2 into 2 minus 2 beta. So when I expand this, I'll get alpha beta gamma minus 8 alpha minus 3 gamma plus 24 plus 4 minus 4 beta. So this is alpha beta gamma. From these three, if I take minus common, 8 alpha plus 4 beta plus 3 gamma plus 28. I think this we can find by the cubic equations product of the roots. And this value, I think it is given. Let us see what is the question. Yeah, they gave that alpha comma beta comma gamma lies on a plane whose equation is 8x plus 4y plus 3z equal 20. So you can substitute x as alpha, y as beta, z as gamma. 8 alpha plus 4 beta plus 3 gamma will be directly 20 based on that equation. And in the cubic equation, product of the roots is 60 because the constant is 60, because alpha, beta, gamma are roots of, for the cubic equation, x cube minus ax square plus bx minus 60 equal to 0. Okay. So this is sum of the roots A. This is the two things, and this is product of the roots. So from this we know alpha into beta into gamma is minus of minus 60 by 1. Negative of this by this, which is 60. Okay, so this is 60. So this value came from the plane equation. This came from the product of the roots. And now it is 68. So answer will be 68 0 0 0 68 0 0 0 68. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, anybody any doubt about the 8th question?
No, sir.
Okay. Basically, really find inverse. You will get an answer. You will understand beta should be replaced with minus beta. Maybe alpha should be replaced with minus alpha. Something.
Minus alpha, no need, sir. Only like A. Answer is C option, sir. A of alpha, comma minus beta.
Yeah. Okay. So when you find the cofactors and all, it will come as it is. But you have to divide with some e power beta. Okay. Or in fact, you can take option C and the given matrix and multiply. You may get identity matrix. You can see that much also sufficient. I don't think answer is option C. Answer is option
B, sir.
Yeah, option
B,
B.
sir.
Because in the place of minus sin alpha, we need plus sin alpha. That's okay. No, nobody has doubt about it.
Sir, option
Anybody doubt
D,
about
D, sir. Option D, sir.
Bombay, I think.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Anybody doubt about 9th question?
No, sir.
No. Any doubt about 10th
Yes,
question? Which one?
9th.
9th one. Okay.
Sir, sir, like in 8th question, minus sin alpha means minus alpha we should keep, sir.
Yeah, so there is a formula in trigonometry we'll study later on. Sin of minus alpha is minus sin alpha. Whereas cos of minus alpha is plus cos alpha.
Okay.
Anyway, just 2 days we are going to start trigonometry. Then we'll study that in the first class. Okay, so B is equal to CA C inverse they gave, and they wanted CA cube C inverse. Okay. I want to write A in terms of B. So what I will do, this C I will bring this side as C inverse. That means you can multiply C inverse from the left and C from the right. Here also C inverse, C A C inverse. I multiply C on the right, C inverse on the left. So this will become C inverse BC. This is identity matrix. This identity matrix will become finally. Now coming to this, I can write C A C inverse. In the place of this A, I can write C inverse BC. In the place of this A, also C inverse BC. In the place of this also C inverse BC. Okay. This C is there, this is there, this is there, this is there. This A became this A became this. C into C inverse is identity matrix. C into C inverse is identity matrix. So we'll be left with identity matrix into B, again another identity matrix, B, another identity matrix, B, another identity matrix. Identity matrix into B is B only. So we'll get B into B into B, which is B. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
We've done some question like this where really matrix A is given, matrix B is given. Okay, 10th question. Anybody any doubt?
No doubts.
Okay.
No doubt.
Without really finding A square, A cube, and all that, anybody want to tell an easy method for 10th one?
Sir, Cayley-Hamilton.
Cayley-Hamilton.
Yes. Yeah. You can take det of A minus xi equal to 0. Expand, you'll get a cubic equation, and that is substitute x as A, and then take constant as constant identity matrix. Directly, I think that equation. Okay, this is about limits. Okay, so don't worry about limits part, but still this question can be done based on infinite geometric progression. Okay, somebody has doubt about 11?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. What is that limits and all? Don't worry. Just take the final question. I plus A square, so on forever. Okay. Okay. Identity matrix is 1 0 0 1. A is 1 by 3, 1 by 3, 1 by 3, 1 by 3. If you really find A square, you will get 2 times 1 by 3 whole square, 2 times 1 by 3 whole square, 2 times 1 by 3 whole square, 2 times 1 by 3 whole square. That's correct? Yeah. If I find A cube, what will come?
3 into 1 by 3 whole cube, sir.
3 into or 4 into? Multiply again with 1 by 3, 1 by 3. This into this is 2 times 1 by 3 whole cube. This is another 2 times 1 by 3 whole cube. You get 2 square, right? 4 times.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you are going to get 4 times 1 by 3 whole cube, 4 times 1 by 3 whole cube, 4 times 1 by 3 whole cube, and 4 times 1 by 3 whole cube. Now next, when you take a power 4, I think we're going to get 8 times 1 by 3 whole power 4, 8 times 1 by 3 whole power 4, 8 times 1 by 3 whole power 4, and 8 times 1 by 3 whole power 4. Like this is going to come. In fact, I would have taken here 1 by 3 common and written 1, 1, 1, 1 also. Then I would have got 2 times, and that also is okay. But anyway, it's okay, not a problem. Now, if I'll add identity matrix later on. If I add a square, a cube, a power 4, let us see what are the elements. Okay. Each element of a plus a square plus a cube forever will be this plus this plus this plus this plus this. 1 by 3 plus 2 by 3 square, 4 by 3 cube, 8 by 3 power 4, so on. This is an infinite GP, right?
Yes, sir.
Multiply 2 by 3, multiply 2 by 3, multiply 2 by 3. So what is the formula for sum of infinite terms of a GP?
A by 1.
A by 1
minus
minus.
Yeah. So use a by 1 minus r. If somebody doesn't know about geometric progression, just remember this formula. If you take a plus ar square so on forever, the sum of infinite terms of that GP. Finite terms, you know, a into 1 minus r power n by 1 minus r. With infinite terms, a by 1 minus r. That a is 1 by 3 and that common ratio is 2 by 3. Okay, that is coming 1. Okay, that means except identity matrix, when you add everything, you'll get 1, 1, 1, 1. Now you add this. Let us see what happens. If you take I plus a square forever, I is 1, 0, 0, 1, but this whole thing is 4 1 steps. That is 2, 1, 1, 2. All right. So that's the final answer. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Anybody any doubt regarding 12th one?
No, sir.
Okay. Of course, they're asking x coefficient. When you expand it, what is the x coefficient? What is that? You have to just expand, or you have to subtract here and there, get few zeros? Anyway, there is later on there is a method using calculus also. You can use differentiation and do this also. But we'll discuss this in differentiation. So if somebody done 12th one, okay. Somebody has not done also, okay. Leave it, not a problem. Okay. 13th question. The determinant part is easy, but there is something that we can conclude from this. What is that? A square plus b square minus ab minus a minus b plus 1 less than or equal to 0. Anybody want to comment from this? What is that we can conclude? One more thing I should have told before, or I would have taken time. What is that? In mains material, I carefully removed all the questions which involves other chapters. Okay. But in advanced material, somehow we did not remove some of the questions. Earlier we were teaching trigonometry first and then maths and determinant later. So a lot of places trigonometry can be used. Like that here also, little bit of trigonometry is required because alpha plus beta plus gamma equal to 0. How do we use it? But apart from that, I'll skip this question, but I want to put a comment a little bit. From this given equation, inequality, it is possible to prove A equal to B equal to 1. Anybody want to comment why?
Sir, a square plus b square plus 1 is lesser than or equals to ab plus a plus b, sir.
No. It is not a plus b plus 1 whole square because minus ab minus a minus b. The minus is there, right?
Yes, sir, we'll send it to other side, sir. Then a square plus
Yeah.
b square plus 1 is equals to ab plus a plus b.
From that, what is the guarantee that a equal to b equal to 1 will satisfy this? No doubt. Why only there must be this and nothing else? If you take anything else, it will not come negative. It will come positive. Why? Other than a equal to b equal to 1, if you take anything else, the LHS will be positive. It will not be 0. It will not be negative. Anybody else? Anybody can comment why? Okay. Let us take this one. A square plus b square plus c square. I'm writing on the screen. A square plus b square plus c square minus ab minus bc and minus ca. Can this be negative anytime? Anybody? A square plus b square plus c square minus ab minus bc minus ca. I wrote on the screen itself. Can it be negative anytime?
Sir, no, sir. I think no, sir.
No, sir.
Why no? Anybody want to tell why?
Sir, if we take any number as negative, when it gets multiplied with other number, it becomes positive, sir.
But minus ab is there, na?
Yes, sir, if we take k as negative minus a into b, we get minus ab.
But among minus
Minus
ab, minus bc, minus ca, we cannot make all of them positive. That's not possible. Because if you take a negative, 2 of them will be positive, but one of the term will be still negative, right? Minus bc will be negative. Right?
Sir, or we multiply everything with 2 and divided by 2, we get it as a minus b whole square plus
Yes,
b minus b
that's
square
good.
plus c minus b.
Yeah, all of you remember earlier we discussed this, that this can be written as a minus b whole square plus b minus a whole square plus c minus a whole square by 2, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so because of that, okay. So if I tell this expression is equal to 0, when that is possible?
A equal to B equal to C equal to 0.
Yeah, we thoroughly discussed that, right? That and these are same. You take c equal to 1 in this above expression. When you take c equal to 1, what will happen? You will get a square plus b square plus 1 minus ab minus bc will become minus b minus ca will become minus a. Okay. So that means this given expression, this one can be actually written as a minus b whole square plus b minus 1 whole square plus 1 minus a whole square by 2. Something square plus something square plus something square by 2 can't be negative. It can be 0 only when a equal to b equal to c. So from this question we can conclude that once you understand that, you put 1 here and just expand normally. But after that proving that is 0 or something, you need trigonometry. I would have taken time to told which questions don't have to do it. Okay, so 12th and 13th you can skip it, don't worry, because there is a small other chapters knowledge is required. Okay. Even I would have said same thing for 15, but it's okay. All right, let us see 14th question. Anybody want to give an explanation for 14th question, how to do it?
Sir,
Sir,
we can take x power k, y power k, and z power k common, sir.
Okay.
Then we get it as 1 x square x cube, 1 y square y cube, and 1 z square z cube.
Oh, then you want to get that xy y plus y z plus z is by xy z. Oh, that's good. Yeah, that's good. Okay.
X minus
that's
y
nice.
into y minus z into z minus x into xy plus yz plus zx.
Yeah, that's very good. And whereas RHS, we have same thing, but extra denominator xyz was there, right?
Yes, sir.
You are right. Okay, that's good. Yeah, this explanation is good. That in LHS you take x power k common, y power k common, z power k common. The rest of the determinant is this thing and the numerator of this, that is xy plus yz plus zx. That extra xyz is equal, that means this must be equal to xyz whole power minus 1. Okay, so that k must be minus 1. Is that explanation okay for 14th one?
Sir,
Can you
Yeah.
do it once?
I should repeat your thing.
Yes, sir.
Okay. First to take LCM of this, it will become xy plus yz plus zx by xyz. Okay. Now, if you take LHS and take x power k, y power k, z power k common, we'll get 1 x square x cube, 1 y square y cube, 1 z z square, 1 z square z cube. For that answer is this. We know that 1 a square a cube, 1 b square b cube, 1 c square c cube is a minus b into b minus. About this extra xyz in the denominator, when you bring it to numerator, we will get xyz whole power minus 1. LHS also we got x power k, y power k, z power k common, that xyz whole power k. So that k and this minus 1 should be equal. Is it okay?
Okay, sir.
sir,
Yes, please.
sir, in right hand side the degree is 2, no sir.
Yes.
And we check the diagonally the determinant and equal
Yes,
it to
sir.
2, we get k equal to minus.
Yeah. Without all that, Kaushik, very good explain. If you take the degree of this, that is you multiply any three elements, the diagonal kind of thing, then you add all the powers, the degree is 3k plus 5. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
K plus, okay.
Yes, sir.
Whereas in RHS, this degree is 1, this degree is 1, this degree is 1, this degree is minus 1. Total degree is only 2. When you send 5 that side, you will get 3k is equal to minus 3 and you will get k equal to minus 1. So that is another way. But both ways are good. I like them both ones. Okay. I may prefer to skip 15th also for the time being, even though there is some way that I can find an explanation for this. But you have to know a little bit of binomial theorem, or like, see, I told you level 2 we separated in mains material, right? The reason is some of
Yes,
those
sir.
questions need knowledge of some other chapters a little bit. Like that, here also I would have separated. I did not think too much. Okay, so 15th one also I'll skip. Don't worry.
Sir, if we
Sir.
take
Yes, please.
If we take sir, in R1, if we take x square 1 plus x whole square common, and R2 we take 1 plus x whole cube common, then
that itself is 0 coming.
Same.
yes,
Are you
sir.
thinking?
Yes,
Are you saying that is 0?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
No, there is one problem. If you take
Yeah.
1 plus x whole square common, don't think 1 plus x whole power 11 is left. 1 plus x whole power 20 will be left. A power m into n is not a power m into a power n. You understand what I'm saying?
Sir,
Yes,
we
sir.
can take 1 plus x whole power 22 as common, no, sir.
In first row,
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
then don't think here 1 plus x whole square will be left. 1 plus x whole power 22 will be left, and here 1 plus x whole power 44 will be left.
Sir, we can write it as 1 plus x whole power 22 whole square.
Yes, sir, that's true.
Yeah, but yeah, that's right. But after taking 1 plus x whole power 22 common, what will be left?
1 plus x whole square, 1 plus x whole
No,
cube.
no. The 1 plus x whole power 44 is not 1 plus x whole power 22 into 1 plus x whole power square. That is not correct. It should be 22 itself, right? You are thinking a power mn. If I take a power m common, a power n will be left. That is for a power m plus n. Did you get that?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. So don't think if you take 1 plus x whole power 22 common in first row, 1 plus x whole power 33 common in second row, first rows and second rows are equal after that. No, right? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So this determinant is not 0. Don't think determinant is 0. But coefficient of x is 0. Constant also will be 0. But coefficient x square will be there, x cube will be there. Okay. Anyway, it's okay. Some of you tried little bit. It's okay. Don't worry. But this I need calculus or binomial theorem a little bit. I can manage somehow without that, but I want to keep it for the. So okay. So some questions need that. Even 17th question can be done. It's okay. No problem. 16th question is a nice, simple question. Let us see if somebody can come up with something. Anybody want to give any explanation for 16?
Sir,
Yes, please.
to get it in the way how the question is, we should change the columns in cyclic order, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, even if it
Then
is
we
cyclic
get-
order, so what will happen?
A1, B1, C1, A2, B2, C2, and A2, A3, B3, C3, sir.
Okay, which order you get doesn't matter because see, what I'll tell you what is the question first of all. Just 1 minute. Just a minute. Okay. It is 3-digit natural. Let me write on screen itself. A1, B1, C1. Maybe I can take it as, let us say, 758. A2, B2, C2 is, let us say, 596. That means this is 100th place, this is 10th place, this is units place. A2 is a single digit number, B2 is a single digit number, C2 is a single digit number, but this is a 3-digit number. The place values are 5, 9, 6 respectively. Similarly, this is another 3-digit number. Is that question clear now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now, who want to give explanation for 16?
Sir, we can prove it by using examples, sir.
Yeah, tell me what is that you want to prove.
If we take any three consecutive even natural numbers, one or two of them will be divisible by 4. The other numbers will not be divisible, but every number will be divisible by 2.
Yeah. It is not consecutive necessarily. Okay, it's okay. You gave some explanation. Good. Anybody else want to tell anything regarding 16? Okay. As the question is very simple, what they're saying is, somebody said we can take cyclic order. Okay, change it. A1, B1, C1, A2, B2, C2, A3, B3, C3. Okay. You take any 3-digit number you feel like, but it should be even number. Put it here. Let us say 530. Take any other even number and put it here. Let us say 968. 16, something like this. This is 532 is a 3-digit even natural number. 968 is a 3-digit even natural number. 716 is a 3-digit even natural number. Put unit digit here, 10 digit here, 100 here. Unit here, 10 here, 100 here. Unit here, 10 here, 100 here. When I find this answer, it will be some integer. Can you tell it will be divisible by 2 or 4 or 6 or 16 or some 9 or anything like that every time?
It will be divisible by 2, sir, because everything is even number.
Divisible by 2, sir.
Yeah, because third column, that is the unit digit, they are all even numbers. Whenever a natural number is even number means its unit digit is even number. Other numbers we don't know what they are. So this is even number, this is even number, this is a number. You will get 2 common for sure, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So that's it. We can say it's a multiple of 2 for sure. After taking 2 common, the rest of the number what they will come, we don't. It depends on the numbers that we chose. Okay, 17. Somebody can expand and directly find x coefficient. But using calculus also there is a method. I'll skip it. Later on we'll do.
Sir,
Any doubt about
17
18?
question.
Yes, please. 17. Tell.
Sir, first we take x is equal to 0, sir.
Yeah, then you will get d value.
D we will get as 0, sir.
After that, how will you find c?
Anyways, D is 0 now, sir. From R3 we will take x common. And right hand side we will take x common, sir. Again, if we put x equal to 0.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's nice. Okay, that's good. In fact, D0 is also not so important to talk about it. As you said, in third row, you will get x common, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So you will get x into one determinant. In that you find constant, you will get the x coefficient. Am I right? Yes.
Yes, sir.
In third row, when you take x common, the third row will become 2, 3, 0, and other things are there. When you expand that, you may get a cubic equation or something in x. I don't care. I want only constant in that because constant into x will give me x coefficient. So how to find constant in any determinant? Put x equal to 0. So in third row, take x common. After that, put 0 everywhere in the place of x and expand. You will get c value. That's good. Who said that for 17th question?
Kaushik, sir.
Okay, good. Okay, 18. Anybody want to give any idea how to do 18? Yeah, 18th question. Anybody want to give any idea? We done this question in the class earlier. 18. Maybe if I write the LHS determinant, somebody may give idea. See, Harika, are you there in the class? See, Harika. Rupesh, are you there in the class? Okay. This determinant, when I expand it, it will be 1 plus 1 plus 1, 1 plus alpha plus beta, 1 plus alpha square plus beta square. And this is 1 plus alpha plus beta. Okay. F of 1 means alpha plus beta, alpha power 1, beta power 1. F of 2 means alpha square plus beta square, alpha power n plus b power n, where n is 2. They gave f of n is alpha power n plus beta power n. This is f of 1, this f of 2, this is f of 1, this is f of 2, and this is f of 3. Again f of 2 here, so 1 plus alpha square plus beta square, 1 plus alpha cube plus beta cube. Okay. So anybody want to tell me how to factorize this determinant?
Sir, by splitting the determinants.
Yeah, we can split it. Any other idea?
We can write it as a product of two determinants.
Yes. How is that we can write?
So, so, so it
So 1 1 1 1 alpha
Hmm.
beta 1 alpha square beta square.
Yes, you are right, Suman. Shanmukh. Just a minute. Yeah. Earlier we discussed extensively how to write one matrix as product of two matrices. Yeah, 1 1 1 you can take 1 alpha beta 1 alpha square beta square. Here you can take 1 1 1 1 alpha beta column wise 1 alpha square beta square column wise. Okay. So you can see this into this is 1 plus 1 plus 1 3. This into this is this. This into this is this. This into this is this. Like that. Everything is working out, right? Okay. And 1a square is 1 I can write 1 square if I want. 1a square, 1b b square, 1c c square. What is the answer for determinant? Anybody? 1a square, 1b b square, 1c c square. What is the answer for determinant?
1 minus alpha into alpha minus beta beta into beta minus 1.
Yes. A minus b into b minus into c minus a. Like that. 1 minus alpha into alpha minus beta into beta minus 1. This is just transpose of this, the same answer. 1 minus alpha into alpha minus beta into beta minus 1. So square of this 1 minus alpha into alpha minus beta into beta minus 1 whole square, right? You can even take minus common because square will take care of that. So I think when I gave to write a matrix as product of two things, something like this also be done, right? Mrudula, is 17th question clear to you or still doubt?
Sir, I don't understand it, sir.
Okay, I'll explain again. Okay, I can explain on the screen. What I said in 17th question is, in the third row, we have 2x, 3x, 0. Take x common. You will get same first row, same second row, but here 2, 3, 0. Okay. This one, if I expand, I will get some polynomial. X into, let us say this one would have been x cube plus bx square plus cx plus d. This x into this d is only the x term, no?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so how to find d? That is only question because they wanted x coefficient, right?
Yes, sir.
How to find d is simply put x equal to 0 in this. Okay, that already we discussed that if you have a lot of things in terms of x and if it is some expansion with a constant k, if you put x equal to 0, these all will become 0, this will become a determinant and k is equal to that number. That much we discussed earlier, right?
Yes, sir.
So take x common, in the rest of the determinant put x equal to 0, that will give you constant, that into x will be the x coefficient. Is it alright? The
Yes,
d
sir.
itself is the answer. Okay, that's all. Okay, you can see the question now if you want. I hope it's clear. 17th, if whoever had doubt. Okay, so far whatever question I discussed, anybody still have doubt, I'm ready to discuss if things are not clear. Yeah, 19th question is very simple now. Mrudula, now tell me how will you do 19?
So this question was given in mains material.
Yeah. Mrudula, tell me how will you do 19? See carefully, they wanted only t value. What is the value of lambda? I can substitute to it, I'll get t value. Mrudula, are you there in the class? Okay, anybody else? How to do 19th question?
We assume lambda
Lambda
to
is equal to 0.
Yes, lambda equal to 0, it will get it. Okay, anybody want to give an idea how to do 20th question? Anybody? Two zero. All of you tried these questions or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay, 20th question. Anybody idea?
So directly expands.
Yeah, I would prefer just expand LHS. Okay, just expand and then x into whatever is there, that is d, x square into whatever is there, just properly just compare the coefficient. Equate the coefficient. Nothing much. Okay. Okay. First one, more than one answer. Anybody any doubt?
No, sir.
Okay, option C, don't worry, it's something like binomial theorem. May not know what is NC0, NC1, NCN and all that. Okay. Option C, don't worry. What is this NC0? What is this NC1? Okay. But as long as A, B, and option D are clear, it's okay. Is it all right, first one?
Yes.
Okay. Any doubt about second question?
No, sir.
No. Directly formula is there, right? That adjoint A is equal to, in terms of inverse, what is the formula?
Adjoint AB, sir. Adjoint B into adjoint A.
No, only adjoint A in terms of inverse. Only adjoint A in terms of
Det A into A
Det A
inverse.
into A inverse.
Yes, correct. Det A into A inverse. That's good. Okay, so like that here, det AB into AB whole inverse. Det AB into AB whole. That is this one. This is one obvious answer. And AB whole inverse, we can write B inverse into A inverse. So that is this answer. And option A itself is also one formula. So A is a formula, B is a formula, D is a formula. You will get A directly, D directly, and simplifying D, you will get B, or simplifying A, you will get B. Either way. C is not right. Okay, third question. Anybody any doubt?
No, sir.
Okay.
No, sir.
But okay, if somebody doesn't know about sin alpha, sin A plus B formula, cos A plus B formula, they may not be able to do option C. Don't worry about that. Other options fine. Even this, if a limit is there, don't worry about fourth question. We'll study in calculus. Okay. I would have told you to skip some of the questions before. I did not see the material carefully. Even fifth one, what is the direction for sine? Also, you don't know. Okay, sorry. So there are some questions which are interrelated to some other topics. I have not informed you before. Okay, sixth question. I want to simplify the determinant. Anyone want to give some idea how we can do that?
So we can take from
We can
first
take
row
one-
1 by x,
1
1 by
from
z
R2,
has common, 1 by x,
from
1
R2
by
and
z.
1 by x z comes from R3.
You want to take something common, 1 by z in the first row. Okay, 1 by
1
z
by
square.
x.
1 by z
Z.
square, sir.
1 by
Okay.
x, yes.
Okay, anyway, some of you got the answer maybe. Sixth question. Anybody want me to discuss?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, so in R1, we are taking 1 by z square common. In R2, we are taking 1 by x square common. In R3, I think we are taking x square z square common. 1 by. Then what will happen? Z minus x plus y. In the second row, minus y plus z, x. In third row, minus yz into y plus z after multiplying the x by z square, xz into x plus 2y plus z, and xy into x plus y. Here 1 by x power 4, z power 4 will come. Okay, after taking common 1 by z square from first row, 1 by x square from second row, 1 by x square z square from third row, we got this. So now anybody want to help me? What can be done after this?
C1 as C1 minus C3 and C2 as C2 minus C3.
C1 as C1 minus?
C3. Column 3.
Can you do? What is the advantage? We'll get x plus y plus z, x plus y plus z. That's right.
Yes, sir.
And what will happen to this minus this? I will get only y common. I'll get zy plus z square and xy plus x square. That to plus zy plus z square, xy plus x square. Is there any use? Can we do directly some elements? Can we make it into 0? Let me see. Well, let me see. I just want to see the answer once. Come back. Sixth question, ABD.
ABD, sir.
Yeah. ABD. So delta is 0. I have to prove. Okay. So is it one row or one column? Can I prove directly 0? I'm just thinking that. If I multiply this with x by z, this with y by z, and add here, this will become 0. What will happen? This with x by z, this is y by z. So this is x by z, this is y by z, and this is z by z. Z y by z. What will happen to this? We have multiplied x by z and y by z. Y will get cancelled. Yeah, it is becoming 0. Okay. Directly, let us do one thing. Let us see what is happening. I want to write column 3 as column 3 plus x by z times column 1, y by z times column 2. I want to do this. So I have to write question on the board first. 1 by z minus x plus y by z square minus y plus z by x square 1 by x 1 by x. Here minus y into y plus z by x square z x plus 2y plus z by xz and y into x plus y by z square. Okay. This is y by z into column 2. Yeah.
Sir?
Yes, please.
The third row, third element, the denominator is xz square.
Third row, third element. This is x. What is this? X square, xz. Okay, thank you. All right. Okay. So I multiply this with x by z, this is y by z, and add here, it's becoming 0, right? So I'll get 0 here. It might be right as it. If I write x by z means this is x by z square. This is y by z square. But this is minus x plus y by z square. So this whole thing becomes 0. What will happen to this? When I multiply x by z, one x will cancel. Minus y plus z by xz. This is when I multiply yz plus y by xz. 1 by x, I can write z by xz. You can see yz minus y plus z will get cancelled. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Next, so this became 0, this became 0 also. Next, what will happen to this? This as it is, I have to multiply this with x. Then one x will cancel. Okay. Multiply this with x. by z. Then I'll get x square z square. Keep it like that. Okay. I'll write by x square z square is visible. Okay. Yeah. Denominator is no doubt x square z square. What about the numerator when I multiply the x here, z here? Minus xy into y plus z. Here y and here z. But then I'll get xz square, so it's better to multiply with xy then. I multiply with y here, z here, one more xy. Xy times x plus 2y plus z. Next. I'm not doing anything here, but I want this to multiply with x here. Plus xy times x plus y. Yeah. You can see now, this is 0. Why? But this is minus. Is there any minus here also? Can somebody see, is there any minus here?
No, sir.
Also, there's no minus.
Okay. And maybe is it a typing mistake? I'm thinking that 1 by zx. No, this is, yeah. Maybe if there is a minus here, what would have happened? I would have this together would have got cancelled with this. Yeah. Sorry, this is a typing mistake, sure. There should be a minus here in third row, third element. Okay. Then you can see this is becoming 0, this is becoming 0, this is becoming 0. One whole column is 0, so that is 0. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it is just a matter of getting a specific idea, okay, that to do like this. And the third row, third column is put a minus. I'll try to correct it for next print. Yeah, there should be minus. Okay, so mainly that operation, the what I wrote in the top, okay, column 3 as column 3 plus xyz times column 1 plus yz times column 2. That is sufficient. Any doubt about 7th question? But still something in trigonometry you need to know. There is some formula that you have to. This will become sine theta plus sine 2 theta plus sine 3 theta, so on, and further this is a formula. Yeah. I would have told you what numbers to try. A lot of questions that we are skipping it. Even 8th one, we need something in trigonometry to know. Okay. All right. Anybody doubt about 9th question?
Sir, should we just substitute the options or there is any method?
Yes, sir.
You can substitute options or directly find the determinant. Na? Everything depends on determinant. And before that, you can convert some of them into zeros, because if you do row operations and all, determinant will not change. Okay. For example, you can write R3 as R2 as R2 minus R3. What is the advantage? This will become 0. This will become 0. Am I right? R2 as R2 minus second times third row. Okay. Then I'll write it a little bit. -1, 2, 5. And 2 minus 4, a minus 4. 1 minus 2, a plus 1. Okay. I want to convert these two into 0. I can even convert these two, but I'll R2 as R2 minus 2 times R3. You will get -1, 2, 5. Multiply 2 and subtract. This will become 0. This will become 0. This will become a minus 4 minus 2a minus 2. This is as it is, 1 minus 2 a plus 1. Okay, actually this itself is sufficient, but if somebody wants, you can get one more number as 0 here. I can even interchange these two. Okay. Anyway, if I expand this determinant, what happens? This is 2. Our determinant is becoming always 0.
Sir, we can
Or
write C2 as C2 plus
Right, C2 as C2 plus 2 times C1.
column 2.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Column 2 as column 2
C2
plus
as
Oh,
C2.
okay, that also will become 0. Solve it. Okay. Column 2 as column 2 plus 2 column 1. You will get minus 1, 0, minus 1. This will become 0, 0, 0. This is 5. And this is minus a minus 6 and a plus 1. Yeah. If I wanted one more 0, I can get. For this, I can add this and get a 0 here. But anyway, the thing is 3 by 3 determinant is 0, no doubt. Is it that every 2 by 2 determinant is 0? No, right?
No, sir.
Yeah. One more thing I want to do it. Write R3 as R3 plus R1. For third order, I'm adding first row. So I'll get minus 1, 0, 5, 0, 0, minus of a plus 6. This is 0, 0, a plus 6 will come. Okay. We are doing row or column operations to get as many zeros as possible. Even this also can be converted into this 0 by adding this, right? Yes, please.
How did you get a minus in root 3 first element?
Oh, this is no, this is plus only. Yeah?
Yes, sir.
Oh, this is plus 1. Okay. Then when I add, I'll get 0. Yeah. Now this is plus 1 and this is correct. Okay. Anyway, I'll just add R2 also here. Directly all will become 0s here. Okay, you can see one full lot of zeros are there. 3 by 3, that is 0. But if I take this, that 2 by 2 that is what? A plus 6. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so no doubt 3 by 3 that is always 0. Okay, so rank is definitely not 3. Rank is 2 or not 2 depends on this a plus 6, whether that is 0 or not 0. That's all. Okay, so a equal to a not equal to minus 6. Then rank is 2 because there is a 2 by 2 determinant which is non-zero. When a is equal to minus 6, all the 2 by 2 debts are 0, but there is 1 by 1. Rank will be 1. Okay. 3 by 3 debt is 0 for sure. 2 by 2 debt depends on whether a is minus 6 or not. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Just a minute, please. All right. Ninth question clear, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Tenth one, anybody any doubt? Non-trivial solution means what you should do.
It has infinite solutions.
No, that's correct. But what is that we should do when it will have
Delta
non-trivial
is equal
solution?
to 0.
Yes, whenever you want non-trivial solution, delta should be 0. When you take delta, is there any way that we can easily get option A and option D? Anybody want to comment? What the determinant I am getting is A alpha plus B, A and B, B alpha plus C, BC, and A alpha plus B. There's no XYZ in this. X is not there. Okay. 0, A alpha plus B, and B alpha plus C. That is 0. Okay. Okay. I can expand this determinant directly, but I can do one more thing. I can write R3 as R3 minus alpha times R1 and R2 as it is. Multiply this with alpha and subtract here. Multiply this one is subtract here as it is. What is the advantage of this is this will become 0, this will become 0. And here what will come? So A alpha plus B as it is AB, B alpha plus C as it is BC. What will come here is alpha times this 0 minus alpha into A alpha plus B minus B alpha plus C. Okay. Now two elements are 0. So directly this into this is the expansion of the determinant. But what is this? Minus of A alpha square, B alpha plus B alpha, 2B alpha plus C. And this is AC minus B square equal to 0. Okay. Either this is 0 or this is 0. A alpha square plus 2B alpha plus C is 0 or B square equal to AC. Alright. This means what?
If B square is equals to AC,
Geometric progression.
ABC is geometric progression. Yes.
Sir.
And from this you can tell alpha is the root of a quadratic equation ax square plus 2bx plus c equal to 0. Right? Okay. That's how we'll get option A and option D. Okay, if it meeting ends, can you just rejoin? We'll try to close in another 10-15 minutes. Okay. So we are done with 10th one. Option E, not option E, sorry. Option B will come Bombay and option D Delhi. Bombay and Delhi. Is it clear 10th one?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, what is domain? What is range? Don't worry, this is trigonometry. Later on we'll study. Even this, you don't know about differentiation. I told you to skip many things earlier. Okay. Passage 3 is a good one. So passage 1, passage 2 you have to skip. Okay. Passage 3, any doubt? Anybody?
No, sir.
Okay. Passage 4 again, I can explain, but some trigonometry, little bit of calculus is required. Okay. Passage 5 is that you can do it. What is this passage 5 is? Ax is equal to lambda capital X. You can bring one side Ax minus lambda capital X equal to null matrix. When you take X common, I have to write A minus lambda I into X equal to 0. What is this? It is actually that homogeneous equation. All constants are 0. It is a 3 by 3 matrix into an unknown matrix equal to all 0, null matrix. Okay, so whenever you have 3 equations where all constants are 0, okay, but you should exist non-zero column matrix. They said for this, when you solve, x should not come 0, 0, 0. Other than that, something else should come. Are they asking about non-trivial solutions or not?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. If you take this capital X as x, y, z here, because it is null matrix, all constants are 0. It is separately 3 different equations. But we don't want 0, 0, 0 solution. Other than that, you want means it's non-trivial solution. Non-trivial solution means this determinant should be 0. So delta should be equal to a minus lambda I should be 0. So you really find a minus lambda I. From a you subtract lambda I, take that equal to 0, you'll get a cubic equation. From that you have to find the lambda values. Cubic equation will come and you can find some of the roots, what are the roots. Okay, anyway, I will not extend it because some of these questions are. I'll carefully see what questions you can skip. Yes, please.
Sir,
Just one minute, I'm looking at other questions. Okay, I think other questions are little tangible. We can deal with them. Anybody tried all the numerical questions and all in this?
Sir, I tried some of them, sir.
Some of them you tried. Okay, anyway, I would have told you well before. Don't think advanced material is anything difficult. You'll be able to do it. As I said, some chapters are interrelated. Okay, because of that, some questions you may not even understand the question or how to go about it, because somewhere some three-dimensional words are used, other things and all that. Okay. Yeah, passage 5. Somebody is asking something, doubt regarding that? Okay, simply take delta of a minus lambda equal to 0. It is same as non-trivial solution. And then you will be able to do this passage. I'm just giving the hint, leaving it. There's also some trigonometry involved here. Other questions may not be involved, but this one. Okay, let me do one thing. I'll later on look at all these questions and tell clearly what is the question that we are skipping. Okay, so that you don't have to worry about them. And other questions, if you have doubt, I can deal with them. Not many are there. Okay, we'll stop it here. Is it okay?
Sir, once can you explain 8th question of numericals?
Yeah, I can explain. No problem.
Numerical paper.
Yeah. I'll explain. They said S is equal to A plus B plus C by 2. It still looks okay. A square S minus A whole square, again S minus A whole square, S minus B whole square, B square and S minus B whole square, S minus C whole square, S minus C whole square, and C square. They want us to prove some K into S cube into S minus into S minus into S minus. Actually, if you take A equal to B equal to C also, you can do this objective method. Maybe. Yeah, possible to do. If somebody wants an objective method, take A equal to B equal to C. 2S will be A plus A. S will be 3A by 2. Simplify LHS, RHS, will get K value. That's the easy way. Okay. But not objective method. If you want to do it fully, from column 1, I can remove column 2. A square minus B square, what will come? A plus B into A minus B. When I take this plus this, it is S. This minus this is 2A minus S. Similarly, this plus this is S. This minus this is S minus 2B. And here, this is 0. From column 1, if I remove column 2 and use A square minus B square as A plus B into A minus B, this is what I got. And similarly, column 2 as column 2 minus column 3. This is 0 here. This is this plus this is S. This minus this is 2B minus S. Similarly, if I take x square minus y square formula, S into S minus 2C. This is S minus A whole square. This is S minus B whole square. This is C square. Okay. That is, I could get one S common here, another S common here. So I will be getting S square common. 2A minus S, S minus 2B and 0. 0, 2B minus S, S minus 2C, S minus A whole square, S minus B whole square and C square. Still I have to get the answer is what? Something like K into S cube into S minus A into S minus C into S minus C. How can I get S minus A common here? I can write this as A plus A minus S. There is an S minus A corresponds. Actually, I can take S minus A as X, S minus B as Y. Oh, that is more easier. Let me just try one more thing. I want to take S minus A equal to X, S minus B as Y, and S minus C as Z. Add them, what becomes 3S minus A plus B plus C. C is X plus Y plus Z. But A plus B plus C in the question they said 2S. C is X plus Y plus Z. And this will come S is equal to X plus Y plus Z. Okay, if I try to write everything in terms of that, in the place of A, what should I write? Oh, that is also there. One more thing. If I add X plus Y, these two, I will get 2S minus A plus B, which is C. If I add Y plus Z, it is 2S minus B plus C, because 2S is A plus B plus C. If you remove this, we'll get A. If I take Z plus X, I will get a 2S minus A plus C, which is B. If possible, I can write everything in terms of X, Y, Z. Then I need to get X, Y, Z into X plus Y plus Z whole cube as the answer. Let me see that will work out. This A square I can write Y plus Z whole square. This is Z plus X whole square. This is X plus Y whole square. And S minus A is X square, Y square, Y square, Z square, Z square. If you remember, in the mains material, this question is there. We got this answer as X into Y into Z into X plus Y plus Z. No, X plus Y plus Z whole cube. Something like this we got. Now, if you put X as, if you remember, B plus C whole square, A square, B square, C plus A whole square, C square, A plus B whole square. Look at that question in mains material. We've done that. I can tell you right now what the question number that we've done. Yeah, question number 85. Okay, based on question number 85 in main, this is 2abc into a plus b plus c whole cube. 85, what's the answer in main? Delhi. Yeah. This one based on 85 in main, 2xyz into x plus y plus z whole cube. Okay. What is x? Now s minus c. So you'll get s minus a, s minus b, s minus c, and this x plus y plus z will be s cube. Okay. So you look at the solution of 85, odd number only we done in the class. You will know how to proceed from here. If you want, you can do from this also, but you have to repeat the process of what I have done for 85. But if you convert this into like this, it is one of the questions that we already did. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. This is a little difficult. Some questions are little lengthy. Some questions involve some knowledge. You might have tried, did not get it. Don't worry. Okay. When other lessons are over, when you come back, you will find some of these questions are easier. Is it all right? Okay. We'll stop here. Other questions we'll discuss a little later. Because I don't want to extend too much. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.